welcome back to another session of the weekly forecast. For next week, it is pretty straightforward for indices. We will be looking for higher prices, especially on Nasdaq and S&P, attacking all-time highs again, which is also July's high. We could be forming some sort of SSMT with Dow Jones, whereby Dow Jones forms a lower high. The reason why I am thinking that is possible is because we left relative equal lows on both Nasdaq and ES. Therefore, I think that if this is going to be your typical August, it's going to be probably seek and destroy, and in that case we should look for July's low after attacking July's high on S&P and Nasdaq. At the same time, you can see that Dow Jones has turned slightly bearish in terms of the order flow on the weekly time frame, so we shall see how this goes. But on the higher time frames, we are still really bullish for indices. Right now it's just a matter of time when it trades into discount for a second buying opportunity. For Forex, we have taken out July's high on dollar, we have taken out July's low on euro and British pound. So at this point in time, I don't see that the weekly is turning bullish just yet. Maybe for British pound futures, it's slightly more bullish than euro on the weekly time frame. But then again, I think we might be consolidating a little bit more. We left equal lows on British pound right here, and if you take a look at the higher time frames, it's actually the low of the month of May. So that is another monthly fair value gap that price barely reaches for it. Like, it almost did, but it didn't. So in this type of scenario, I would anticipate some form of OTE retracement from this high to this low. Maybe then we can gravitate lower, and it matches up nicely with the euro versus British pound. Overall, we are in a uptrend, so any retracements lower is just another buying opportunity. So if we retrace as we trade higher for British pound next week or next 2 weeks, I could potentially see that British pound take out this swing high as turtle soup and then reverse lower, and while at the same time euro versus British pound comes down and take out this swing low, trading into this fair value gap, and then trade higher again. So this scenario is going to be almost perfect, if you will, for the next 2 to 3 weeks. We'll see how this goes. And then for euro, overall we are still in a uptrend, and I'm looking for price to trade above these highs up here. These highs are relatively equal, so I don't see it forming a major high right here, but we could take quite a while because we need to wait for euro and British pound to retrace first and then expand higher. Once it expands higher, I would expect euro to expand higher together as well. And that's basically it for the bond futures. Just to touch on it a little bit, it's in a accumulation profile. Nothing much to comment about it. It's just that this is the second time that it has tried to trade below this swing low over here and then fails. Right now we are forming bigger up close candles So potentially I see it trading up into this swing high, and maybe even this swing high over here on the weekly time frame. With that said, yeah, that's basically it for this week's forecast. Short and sweet, nothing too much to talk about. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great weekend. Signing out right now.